YouTube, this is Vargas, recording live from the Vargas Vault again. Still using the power of the power rings to mask myself from Macabro. He's still wandering around in a drunken stupor, but he still has the gauntlet, so it's not like I could just take it away from him. But while I figure out a way to deal with that, I was able to add some movies to the collection. So, you know, I spend time with my family, which is the most important thing, because that's why I wanted to get out of limbo. Spend time with my family, but as I'm out and about with them, or I get a chance to buy stuff from Movie Freak Bazaar, or on my own somewhere, I was able to add some movies, so I wanted to share them with you guys. So, as always, they're in the order that I bought them. So, first off, I picked up Universal Soldier Regeneration. I have no idea in what part of the series this takes place, because I know that after Universal Soldier, the second one, they did one where he's the bad guy, but I don't know if I own that one. But this is the one where they return Dolph Lundgren. So Dolph Lundgren is back, playing the same character in the first one that got chopped up by Van Damme. So I don't know. It must be like an X-Men thing where they just fuck up the timeline as they please. I already own this one, but this is the 2-disc collector's edition of Ice Age. I only own the single disc. And if you follow my channel or know me personally, you know that I'm notorious for double dipping and buying the same movie regular version and then the 2-disc collector's edition. Because usually the 2-disc special edition or collector's edition has a bunch of special features that the single version does not have. So there we go, I double dip. Picked up The Blind Side. I've been actually holding out on buying this movie for a long time. I went to see it in the theater. I thought it was really good, but I don't want to, pay a lot of money for it. But I saw it for 10 pesos, which is about 50 cents. So I was like, that's a fair price to pick it up. And it's a good movie, but it's one of those feel-good movies that, meh. Picked up A Simple Wish. Picked this one up because apparently I have a Mara Wilson collection going. I have Miracle on 34th Street, Matilda, so why not this one? And it's about this fairy godmother played by Martin Short that's a total fuck-up, and he just messes her up, and then they have to fight Kathleen Turner, who's an evil witch that wants to, control old wands. It has some issues, but it's not a bad movie. Picked up Cadillac Man with Robin Williams. I'm still on a quest to own all of his movies, which is really hard because Robin Williams did a lot of movies in the time that he was alive before his unfortunate suicide. But this is one I've been hunting for, Cadillac Man, so now I have it. This one I have avoided like the plague. Oddly enough, I've never seen it in a while. I buy my movies through Movie Freak or, flea market and stuff. And I've never seen this. I've seen it new at Walmart and other places, but it's not the kind of movie I buy, so that's why I didn't pick it up. But I found it for 10 pesos, and I was like, well, why not? It's Driving Miss Daisy. This is not I am not the audience for this kind of movie. But it's, did it win? It's winner of 4 Academy Awards, including Best Picture. So, in 1989, this thing won Best Picture. So, for movie purposes, I picked it up, but I am not the mark for that kind of genre. I am the mark for martial arts movies, and I picked up this one. I've never seen it. I don't know what it's about, but it's Extreme Challenge. It looks from the back of it like it's something like Mortal Kombat or Enter the Dragon, where it's a tournament. So that usually is pretty good. I love the cover art for this. Picked up Night Shift because it's a movie with Michael Keaton. This might actually be his first role, main role. I love Michael Keaton. To me, he will always be Batman, and I want to get more Michael Keaton movies because he's an awesome dude. I went to see the RoboCop remake just because Michael Keaton was in it. I already own this one, but it doesn't have any special features. It's the one I know. It's kind of like this. It's one of these snapper cases, but it's Miss Congeniality with Sandra Bullock. Back when Sandra Bullock was hot, before she got all operated and stuff. Pretty good movie, fun movie. It makes me laugh from time to time when I watch it. Picked up Two Guns, starring Denzel Washington and Mark Wahlberg. Fun action movie. I enjoyed it. Didn't know anything about it until I saw it, and turns out it's really good. Another good one, Pain and Gain, starring again Mark Wahlberg and The Rock, Dwayne Johnson. It's about these bodybuilders that abduct people and then want to steal their money. Supposedly it is based on true events. They obviously, like any movie that's based on true events, they kind of fantasize certain elements. But it's a really good movie, and it's surprising that it was directed by Michael Bay, because this feels like the Michael Bay from the Bad Boys era, before he started doing Transformers. Another Robin Williams movie, The Night Listener. Still have a ton of Robin Williams movies that I'm missing, but added one more. This one, a lot of people my age will probably remember this one, 9.5 Weeks, starring Mickey Rourke and the super hot Kim Basinger. This is the original uncut, uncensored version. I never got a chance to see this when I was young. It wasn't until I was much older that I actually got a chance to sit down and watch it. And it's an interesting movie. Picked up the sort of sequel to National Lampoon's Vacation, just called Vacation, with Christina Applegate and the guy from the Hangover movies. He plays I believe he plays the youngest son of the Griswold family, and he wants to take his family to Wally World. But yeah, it's not good. Also, not my genre, but it won a bunch of Oscars, I think. I remember. It's Aaron Brockovich. If you've read the real events of Aaron Brockovich, because in the movie they make her look like a saint, like she came and wanted to fight for these people, but in real life she screwed them over. The real Aaron Brockovich, so as far as I've read, screwed the people through their money. She won a multi-million-dollar class action lawsuit and charged fees and a whole bunch of stuff, and basically screwed people over. Picked up 12 Angry Men. Also not my genre, but cinematically this is a big milestone in movie history, so picked it up. Picked up a kind of beat up copy of it, but it was 5 pesos, so it was a lot cheaper. The Count of Monte Cristo. Really good movie. I really like it. We already own this in the collection. My wife already has a copy, but it's in Spanish, and I am also notorious for double lipping and wanting to buy the English cover, so double dipped on that one. And I picked up this one just because it's Titus. It's a William Shakespeare adaptation. What can I say? I like buying movies, and while I do have some favorite genres, like action movies, anime, animation, comedies, martial arts, I do like to sit down and watch, those big Hollywood bait kind of movies, just to watch them, just to experience them, and I might not revisit them again, but at least they're part of the collection. This one I've also been meaning to pick up for a long time, because I like Steven Spielberg, and it's a collaboration between Steven Spielberg and Peter Jackson, and it's a really good animation movie. It's The Adventures of Tintin. For anyone here in America, you might not be familiar with Tintin, but he's a big comic book character. I think it's France. I want to say it's France. Somewhere in Europe. But Tintin's a big deal in Europe, so they decided to make a version of this, and it's pretty good. I really like this a lot. A lot of people don't like Steven Spielberg. I still respect the guy. I still like his movies. Still a visionary director, and this was pretty good. This one's a blind buy. I know next to nothing. The box is beat up to shit. I actually need to replace it. But I'm into martial arts, so I picked up Tai Chi Zero. But again, know nothing about it. I just like the cover, and it's martial arts. Another movie that I would not normally buy, and I know of it. I think I might have seen it once or twice. But it's Field of Dreams. It's the "If you build it, they will come." That was parodied in The Simpsons. But this is the 2-disc. I've never picked it up because I've only seen the 1 disc. But this is a 2-disc anniversary edition, and it has a butt ton of special features. So I'm a special features guy. So I picked it up. Picked up The Inside Man, starring Dennis Hopper. Complete blind buy. I know nothing of this movie. I just picked it up because of Dennis Hopper. Picked up Air Force One. This is the full screen version. And when I started collecting DVDs, I would pick up the full screens because they would fit in my TV back in the day. Because if I bought the widescreen, you would get the black bars in the top and at the bottom. And that kind of like threw me off in my TV because I had a little TV, so the image would get really small. So I would usually buy the full screen because it would pop up. But the problem with the full screen is that the movie was like this and it chopped off like this part so it would fit on the screen. It was kind of annoying. But yeah, it's Air Force One. Harrison Ford plays the president, and he kicks the ass of Gary Oldman, who's a terrorist that they abduct Air Force One. It's pretty good. I liked it. This one I remember seeing as a kid, and then completely forgot about it until I picked up the DVD. But this is Baby Secret of the Lost Legend. It's about this group of archaeologists or paleontologists, I don't know, that find a living, breathing dinosaur. And I love dinosaurs. I freaking love dinosaurs. And again, I completely forgot about this movie. And the animatronics that they use is pretty cool. Really, really, really shame that people have given up on practical effects. Picked up Eddie Murphy Coming to America, another movie that I liked but never got around to buying on DVD until now. I'm trying to get a Jason Statham collection, so I picked up Revolver. Really trippy movie, really trippy movie, especially the ending. Definitely recommend that one. This one I've been looking for the longest time, and I finally picked up in Movie Freak Bazaar. I'm debating whether or not to remove the sticker, because this used to belong to Hollywood Video, but it's Moon. It has the Hollywood Video pre-release watch movie. Originally retailed at $14.99 used. Picked it up at Movie Freak Bazaar for much cheaper than that. But it's a good movie. Sam Rockwell is amazing in this. Picked up wrestling because I love me some wrestling. A lot of people say that why do I buy physical copies if I can just contract the network. The network does sound cool, but I've heard that the network edits a lot of their content, and the DVDs, while some things are edited, the network edits the edits, so it's a total. The network's like an edited version of this, while this one's an edited version of what released on DVD. So there are some differences. That's why I prefer physical media. But this is TLC 2011, and I just love me some wrestling. I'm trying to complete my Nicolas Cage collection as well as Robin Williams. So I'm trying to find as much Nicolas Cage as I can. And this one is one I didn't even know existed. It's called The Trust with Elijah Wood, and he plays a corrupt cop, which Nicolas Cage does very well. So pick that one up. This one, I remember the TV show. I didn't know it was a movie until much later, because they would pass reruns of the TV show. But this is the MASH movie, the special 2-disc set with a nice metallic cover. I like this 5-star collection that Fox released. Nice. I have Independence Day, I have this, and I have a couple of more movies like this. I like the presentation of it, and it's a 2-disc collector set. Picked up the original Femme Nikita by Luc Besson. This got remade as Point of No Return, but then there was a Femme Nikita TV show, and it stars the vampire chick from Innocent Blood. So, picked it up. Been hunting for this for a long time. Finally got a copy through Movie Freak Bazaar. And it's the Three Musketeers with Charlie Sheen, Kiefer Sutherland. Before he became a whiny little guy in Robin, Chris O'Donnell, and has Tim Curry as the bad guy. So you cannot go wrong with Tim Curry as the bad guy. So really good movie. I like this movie a lot, and I've been hunting for that one for a long time. At the flea market, I picked up the Dark Knight 3D cover. I already own this, but this was 10 pesos, and it has the Blu-ray, DVD, and Ultraviolet. So I might just give this one away to someone that I know. It was a good price to not get it. Picked up Air Force One, but this time the widescreen edition, And it does have some differences from the one I showed. This is the full screen and this is the widescreen. Cover looks the same. No differences there, except maybe the part at the back. But the back part is different from this to this. It has this box. It seems to have more special features than the full screen, because the full screen only has a theatrical and director's commentary. But this one also has the full screen and widescreen, so I can get rid of this one because I have this one. This one has both the full screen and the widescreen and some more special features. So don't judge me. Jason Statham picked up Chaos with Wesley Snipes and Ryan Philippe, who was in Cruel Intentions. His career just disappeared apparently, but I am trying to get a couple of more Jason Statham movies, so pick that one up. And the last one is Cover Up with Dolph Lundgren and Louis Gossett Jr. So yeah, they actually worked previously in The Punisher. Dolph Lundgren was the Punisher, and Louis Gossett Jr. was the cop that was after the Punisher. But in this one, Dolph Lundgren's a cop. Is not a cop, a reporter that gets in way over his head, and Louis Gossett Jr. has to help him out. So why not? So yeah, that was the pickups for this occasion. Like I said, still trying to add to the vault as I'm trying to figure out ways to evade Macabro, and which is not that difficult because he's, drunk out of his ass. Spend time with my family and add movies to share with you guys. And I've been away for a while, but I've been going through a lot of family stuff. But yeah, I am figuring out a way to find time to do this. So yeah. Thanks so much for watching, guys, and until I see you again next time, this was Vargas in the Vargas Vault, thanking you all and signing out.